Hello and welcome back. It is Taco Bout It Tuesday, where we talk about it on Tuesday, every Tuesday at noon. And that's where you're going to catch us. You're going to catch us right here at noon on Tuesday because it's Taco Bout It Tuesday. I'm trying to fit that as many times as I can in that without being awkward. And I don't think I did a good job. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Very good to have you. Today we have a fun one, so stick around. Before we get into that, promos. We have our cyber promo running. Today is the last day, so definitely take advantage of that. You can save up to $100. Also, we do have our BOGO promo going on where you can save 30% on your second pair of Ray-Ban, Costa, or Oakley, and you can mix and match. We also have other promos going. You can check those all out on the site. Definitely don't hesitate to save some money, especially if you're in need. Family updates, SportRx family updates. Happy birthday to Sarah. Very big happy birthday. Everyone's saying happy birthday to you, Sarah. And also, very exciting, happy first birthday to little Maxine, little Max. That is exciting, getting to see a baby born and have their first birthday shared with SportRx. And today we are still doing Giving Tuesday. We're wanting to extend that a little bit more. Definitely take advantage of this, guys. We want to give. We want to give a pair of eyewear, prescription eyewear, to those in need, someone in need. We've opened up a giveaway. These are the details. We want to allow people to nominate loved ones who you think deserve a pair of prescription eyewear. Maybe they can't get it themselves. Prescription eyewear is very important, especially if you have a stronger prescription, and we want to help someone out. This is the season to give. And so definitely submit some nominations because we want to help. We want to give. And today, let's talk about our guest. We have little Kaylee here. I say little because she is 11 years old. And you wouldn't know it by the way that she snowboards because she absolutely rips it on a snowboard. And she has the medals to prove it. She won. She's a champ of the 2020-2019 USASA Super Pipe. She did 2020 USASA Slope Style. She's champion of that. She's 8 times USASA National Podium medalist. Immensely impressive. And I want to chat with her. So let's get her on.
Hello.
Kaylee, hello. It is so good to see you, and I'm loving that scene behind you. You were at Mammoth, are you not?
Yes, I am.
That's incredible. That's your home mountain. It seems like all the stuff that I've seen of you has been you at Mammoth. What is your favorite run there?
Probably
Park, right?
Main Park or South Park. Yeah, those are my favorite ones.
That's rad. Oh.
Emergency.
Yes. Little warning. No worries. Okay. So yeah, I love seeing what you're doing. Especially I know you're you still at Main Lodge right now? You're in the area around the parking lot of Main Lodge. You have that giant super pipe behind you. I am personally very familiar with that pipe. Well, at least on the chairlift going over it, because I will never go inside of it. It is very intimidating. So yeah, it's what is it, 20 feet? 20 feet walls? Yeah, and you're about how tall? 3.5 feet, 4 feet?
I'm like 4'6".
That is incredible. So very impressed, if not a little jealous at how good you are, because I would say, I like to think that I'm comfortable on a snowboard. Took a big long break for a while and went back recently thanks to SportRx being an awesome company to work with. And I had so many expectations of being able to still do everything I could do, and I absolutely could not. I am awful now, and I fall way more often than I do not. But even looking back at my peak, you are far better than I was, even as I was at my best. And you're 11, and so that is incredible. Everyone needs to check out. You have an Instagram, right? And you're on Facebook?
Yeah, Kaylee was
Yes, and so everyone check those out because you can see her ripping all over. You do a ton of rails, you're doing jumps, you're doing pipe. I love seeing that. You guys, I've seen some homemade rails as well. Is that thanks to mom and dad there?
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. Is that a cabin? You guys own a cabin up there in Mammoth?
Yeah, my great grandparents built it, and now I get to ride there all day long, anytime I want.
No way. Great grandparents built the house that you get to stay in Mammoth. That's incredible. Roughly where is it in Mammoth? How far away from the mountain is it?
It's by Snow Summit. It's like to the right of Snow Boulevard.
Okay.
Well, the cabin the cabin is in Big Bear Lake.
Yes, got it.
And,
yeah, when she said Snow Summit, that registered.
And then we have a place here, but not with the backyard.
Oh, okay. All right. That's amazing. Okay. Quick question. For how long have you been snowboarding?
Well, I've been snowboarding since I was 2. So
Since you were
about
2.
9 years.
9 years. Yes, indeed. Okay. And so tell me about when you started. And this was obviously mom and dad got you into this. When you're a 2-year-old, I got my kids on skis when they were 2 or 3. And they had no idea what they were doing. So it was definitely a push from us. So mom and dad, are you guys also on the board?
Oh yeah, we're on the board. Not quite as much, but almost every week. And Kaylee's with the team now. She's on the Mammoth snowboard team. And she's
amazing.
5 days a week. So we get more of a chance to do our own thing.
That's rad.
She started when she was little, 2 years old. I think there's a picture in her Instagram all the way down on the bottom.
Very first post.
Yeah.
First season pass at 2.5. It's pretty exciting to have that pass at 2.5 for her. She started ripping down the mountain, and it just took off. And now here she is.
That's incredible. No fear. Do you know what that is? Do you know what fear is, Kaylee? Have you ever felt that before? Doesn't seem like you have.
I've felt it before, but
yeah, there's the pass.
Nice. That's amazing. Okay, so
first team in Big Bear Lake.
Oh, that's amazing. Very cool. Okay, so this is very relevant because you are a prescription eyewear wearer. You wear our snow goggle insert, correct?
yes,
Yeah.
I do.
How does that? And how well does that work for you?
It helps a lot because when I don't wear them, everything's blurry, and I wouldn't be able to hit the crazy stuff I do right now.
I can imagine so. It definitely, with the amount of confidence that you do. So when you're wearing, for how long have you been wearing glasses? Were you wearing goggles before you were wearing glasses? Were you wearing glasses under your goggles? Were you? What's been your path when it comes to goggle wearing and your prescription eyewear?
Well, I started wearing glasses when I was 7, and when I got into sports, I was wearing just sport glasses, like sunglasses, basically. And then when I started going on snowboarding, I was still wearing them, but I needed goggles, so I got these, and they helped a lot.
Amazing. Yeah. So, okay. So it sounds like you were wearing kind of more like the sport goggle design. And so when you started snowboarding, you tried just wearing those sport goggles down the mountain as well?
Yeah. It wasn't...
Yeah, and I feel like I know the answer to this, but tell me your opinion on what is better, either the sport goggles or maybe even sunglasses or eyeglasses versus wearing goggles that you can have your actual prescription in.
Definitely the goggles. It helps a lot.
That's what I figured. That's the case for me as well. Obviously, I'm a glasses wearer. The inserts have changed my life. I don't know what I would do without them. All right, so they're working well for you. We know that you do have a prescription, which we'll get to in just a moment here. just calling out a little bit more about what you have going on. You've done a ton of competitions. You have been very aggressively approaching this sport. Is there anything that you have coming up in the near future? Are there any competitions? I know it's a weird time, so maybe those are kind of canceled now, but what's going on for you in your near future?
Well, Nationals is later on in the season, and we're hoping it's gonna be open still. What's going on right now? But yeah, I'm hoping to try to maybe get gold.
Yeah. Well, I've seen that you have a lot of gold on you already, so it doesn't sound like that's too far out of reach. Do you guys planning on doing any kind of streaming? Obviously, you're going to be videoing it. You're going to be planning on promoting that in any way. You're doing anything live? Any thoughts on that? It's a question for mom and dad, really.
I think just with the season starting, this season we'll be focusing on 1 or 2 videos up a month on her Instagram page.
Nice.
She got a chance to practice a few things in the off season, which was really a great opportunity for her. She might want to talk about that.
Yeah, I went to Mount Hood and I was able to get some tricks in the airbag, like a backflip, and it should be on Instagram. And
awesome.
The Olympic Training Center at Utah. I didn't do the airbag that time, but I did it into a swimming pool, and I did a backflip and some grabs.
I saw that. That's super cool. Like I said, I used to snowboard when I was a youngin' as well. I don't feel like they had, maybe they did, and I just wasn't aware, but I don't feel like they had all these options that they have now. Like those airbags I was seeing you. That's a big, I mean, that's a serious little jump you're going off of. Sure, you're going into an airbag, but it's still a heck of a jump you're heading into. And that's very exciting to see. And that swimming pool thing, it was a nice little POV shot of you going in and throwing the backflip. That is super exciting. I would definitely say before giving that a go in the snow, wait for a good amount of powder. Because I mean, you're certainly ahead of where I was, but when I first tried it, I definitely dunked my head in the snow quite a few times. And had there not been powder, there probably wouldn't be Tyler here today. So that's amazing. And I've seen you on the skateboard as well. So you definitely are, you're all over the board sports. You even, there was a little one of you, what was the story behind you on it looked like an outlet of, you're kind of on a skimboard maybe. It's like an outlet of water, I don't know, coming out, making like a little natural sort of wave.
Yeah.
Stay on that.
I was here in Mammoth Lakes.
Oh, no way.
You're at, yeah.
It was
it's at that Hot Creek.
Hot Creek, yeah.
Oh.
He's on a skimboard, yeah, and just a little rope tied up to the side of the Hot Creek there and ripping in the water.
That's amazing. Yeah, you got to love that. It's incredible. I mean, all the board sports, they are drastically different. Like you get used to a skateboard, and on a snowboard, you feel like you have no traction. You get used to a snowboard and nothing makes sense, or a surfboard, whatever. So they're related, but they're all very different. But it's awesome that you find a way to keep up with it, even in the off season. Okay, so you're obviously a really good candidate for the prescription insert. It really matters that you can see well as possible. And let's take a look at your prescription right now, because I have some ideas about what we can do for you for a pair. So we have your prescription here, and you are, for optician's terms, you are hyperopic and you have astigmatism. So hyperopic means that you can, part of your vision, you can see things better in the distance for the most part, but not as well up close. However, because of that astigmatism correction, even things in the distance are kind of fuzzy, especially that right eye. You have a fair amount of astigmatism. And so any kind of corrective eyewear is going to make it just so much sharper and make it so that you can actually read the trail ahead of you. And so this is super important for you. And you have a similar amount of astigmatism to me in your right eye that I have in both of my eyes. And so what I am thinking is I love what Annan is doing in a lot of different things, but especially right now with everything that's going on, everyone needs to wear face masks. I don't know what your experience has been. Let's take a moment talking about that. What is your experience right now on the mountain with a face mask? Are you just wearing like a normal like pull-up thing? What's your solution?
Well, with team, I have to wear. Well, I normally wear a Cora, which is like a hood that you wear on top of your helmet. But now I have to wear a normal face mask underneath. It's quite hot on the hot days, but it's okay
It's
if you.
keeping you safe. Yeah, that's great. Okay, well, so the reason I'm thinking about Annan is because they have this thing called an MFI. That's stands for a magnetic face mask integration, and not only is it really and truly the best in my experience, the best face mask solution out there, just for people that need face masks for those cold days, but also with everyone needing to wear a face mask now, I think it'll be an amazing solution for you. And I'm thinking about the Relapse Junior, because you're still a junior, you're still a youngin', and this comes with that MFI face mask integration. You don't see it in the little image there, but what you have, not only do you have magnets, well, actually in this one, not, but you have magnets in the underside, in the bridge where your nose is. It magnetically connects right there. And so you can pull it down really easily when you want to put it back up. You don't have to even look. You just guide it up and it finds the magnets and it clips in place. And it is by far the best face mask solution that I have ever worked with. And so I think that would be perfect for you. Let's look at colors. What color do you like?
I like black.
Let's go back. Mike, let's go back to that Relapse. There we are. All right. You're liking the black with the smoke lens? Perfect. All right. And so you need, we're doing prescription goggles here. And so we're going to move forward. I like showing this order process just for those out there who haven't seen what it's like to order prescription online, especially snow goggles. There are a lot of options and it can be a little intimidating, but we try and make it as simple as possible. Also, by the way, we have opticians that you can all call and we'll help you through this process. But you're a youngin', so you still need single vision. And of course, we're going to go with the single vision digital. And the reason for that is, especially with your prescription being a bit stronger and having astigmatism, the digital surfacing offers correction for what is called the vertex distance, which is the distance from your eye to the back of the lens, which in the goggle setup is a bit farther from your eye than a typical pair of eyeglasses, which is what your doctor writes your prescription for. And that difference in vertex distance can affect your prescription and affect your vision. And the digital surfacing accounts for that difference in vertex distance to give you the best optics possible edge to edge in that lens. So that's super important. So we're definitely going to get you set up with the single vision digital. And then next, when it comes to lens material, again, I like to go with something that is as optically precise as possible. And in this case, it's going to be Trivex. So like I mentioned, we have a similar amount of astigmatism, at least for you in your right eye, that I have in both of my eyes. And I always go with Trivex. I noticed a huge difference in terms of optical clarity. The lens material itself has fewer imperfections compared to polycarbonate. And those imperfections can cause what we call chromatic aberration. And so Trivex is much better optically speaking. Also, it's very, very lightweight. And so I love going with Trivex. And so we're doing that for you as well. And then the only thing else to be concerned with is fog defense. And so, of course, we're setting you up with that. And so that's all she wrote. I think this is going to be an amazing pair for you. I know you already have experience with our inserts, but hopefully with this particular goggle setup and the inserts, they're going to be just that much better for you, especially with that MFI. How do you feel about that?
Sounds good.
All right. Glowing endorsement. I love it. Okay. So we're going to get you set up with that. Hopefully at some point we can come back around and connect with you and see, how much better you're doing out there on the slopes and how much better these are performing for you. And so thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you everyone out there for watching. By the way, if you were sticking around for the promo, you can save actually with Kaylee 20, Kaylee 20. You can save 20% off of all orders, prescription or non-prescription, anything that's on our site. You can save 20%. Definitely take advantage of that if you are in the market, and maybe it's better than one of the promos we have running. Who knows? Check it out. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Like I said, we go live every Tuesday at noon, and if you share it with your friends and family, then you can get some fun swag, like a hat, for instance, or a shirt. Well, not this one because this is a special shirt, but other shirts. We have good stuff. Definitely hit us up. You just have to share. You're sharing it with us. And as always, for all of your eyewear needs, we are SportRx. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having
Happy
us.
holidays.
Happy holidays.